Hezbollah says it fired more than 200 rockets at northern Israel today. The Lebanese militant group claims it was in response to an Israeli strike that killed its senior commander. Israel's military says it intercepted many of the rockets and no casualties were reported. Meanwhile, Israeli forces continue to strike inside Gaza in its efforts to destroy Hamas. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Holly Williams is following the latest for us from Tel Aviv. Before we get to what's going on between Israel and Hezbollah, Netanyahu is expected to meet with his security cabinet today to discuss a possible ceasefire deal. What do we know?
Hey there, Lindsay. Well, Hamas has responded to an earlier ceasefire proposal. Now, we don't have any confirmed details about what exactly Hamas is suggesting. But according to an Israeli official, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has agreed to send negotiators. And the Prime Minister's office said just in the last few minutes that there was a phone call today between Prime Minister Netanyahu and President Biden, during which time the Prime Minister informed the President of his decision. Now, look, we've been here so many times before in the past few months, and we don't know whether we have more reason to be optimistic this time around. But just a reminder about what's at stake. There are still more than 100 hostages thought to be held inside the Gaza Strip, and the death toll is now more than 38,000 in the Gaza Strip, according to the Hamas-run health ministry, in nearly 9 months of fighting.
And Lebanon's Hezbollah group, as we mentioned, fired more than 200 rockets and a swarm of drones, by the way, too, at northern Israel. What's the damage like, and do you expect a response from Israel?
Well, look, there's been this uptake in deadly exchanges of fire between Israel and the Hezbollah militant group in southern Lebanon since the October 7th attacks. Hezbollah, like Hamas, is backed by Iran. Yesterday, as you said, Israel confirmed that it had killed a senior Hezbollah commander with an airstrike inside southern Lebanon, and Hezbollah responded with that barrage of rockets and drones. There were sirens sounding off this morning in northern Israel. Tens of thousands of people have been displaced both in northern Israel and in southern Lebanon in the past few months. You'll remember that the two sides fought a bloody border war back in 2006, and the US is doing its best to try to prevent that from happening again. But Hezbollah, for its part, says that it won't stop what it's doing until there's a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. And Israel's defense minister said yesterday that while Israel would prefer to reach a diplomatic solution, quote, if reality forces us, we will know how to fight. So that is certainly fueling fears of a second war, another war breaking out in this region.
Let's talk about what's happening on the Gaza Strip. Many Palestinians in Khan Yunis are seeking shelter following an evacuation order from the Israeli army earlier this week. What's the latest there?
You know, Lindsay, it's really interesting because earlier this week, Prime Minister Netanyahu said that Israel's military is, quote, advancing to the end of the phase of eliminating the terrorist army of Hamas. But as far as we can see, the war continues to rage in the Gaza Strip. So earlier this week, Israel's military issued yet another evacuation order, this time for the eastern part of Khan Yunis in the southern Gaza Strip. The United Nations said that would force 250,000 people to flee their homes. And 28 people were killed by Israeli strikes in just one 24-hour period, according to the Hamas-run health ministry.
Holly Williams, thank you.